What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 3 of my Total Warhammer 3 Zhatan the Black Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, in truly Dowie Zharr fashion, Zhatan attacked Bloodwind Keep, sending in the expendable goblin laborers and hobgoblins in first to take the brunt of the damage as we took the place and destroyed the Kazag for good. It was a nice battle, and we will now have more nice battles against either Cathay or against Chaos, depending on who we decide to attack next. Probably both, to be perfectly honest. In fact, in keeping with that, this is definitely one of the factions where aggression is extremely important because we're so highly based on labor and stuff like that. I'm kind of tempted to start a new army going and start attacking this side as well, especially considering that every single capital territory is just so important, as it not only gives a bunch of money very easily and quickly, but yeah, for essentially 2 buildings we get 400 money, and considering how cheap hobgoblins and stuff are, it might be quite beneficial to just build up another army. Granted, we're not making a crazy amount, but I feel like we can overcome that. But anyway, that'll be in the future at some point. What we will do to enable it, however, I think, is this. First of all, we have our convoy returning in one turn. Oh wait, does the completes journey mean that it returns, or does it mean that it okay, I'm gonna hope that it means it returns, because here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rush the construction of the ramparts here, and just for 1 turn. It's only 100 labor. At the end of the day, it's not nothing crazy. And then, upon rushing that, we cannot build the drill yet, but we will be able to next turn. Kazakh destroyed, yes, we know. But what we can do is upgrade... Ooh, maybe it's actually more critical that we upgrade the tribute collectors, but we can also get the Ash level to start getting more Dwarf Warriors, a Infernal Castellan, as well as the Blunderbusses in higher numbers, which is most definitely what we want. And you know what? We might as well. Might as well upgrade the tribute collect. Nah, probably after the high power drill. In fact, this gives us an increase of 100 money, whereas this gives us an increase of 10 armaments and 100 raw materials. So I think that this actually takes priority, so we'll do that one next turn. We have basically no money remaining after that, though... You know what, I'm gonna transfer this building to here instead, because Dragon's Crossroad might get attacked, but it also might not. I'm still fairly sure that Cathay is programmed to be unable to move north of the Great Bastion, so that it doesn't destroy all of Chaos up here. As long as that hasn't been changed with this patch, we can certainly take advantage of it and not be so worried about them. I'd also, if possible, love to be able to recruit a few more units, so that's fine. That's all of our money. That's most of our supplies, at least the ones that we need to use, so I guess we could end the turn. Let's also double check diplomacy just in case, though I feel like I did last time and there's really nothing. I suppose there is the option of the trade agreement with Kolek if we, for example, declare war on these guys. I guess if we build up the army here, we can do that. If we're going to kill Village, and chances are we are going to kill Village, we should probably at least ally with Kolek or somebody. I'm just worried about these Chaos Forces taking our territories, like territories that would, in the future, belong to us. But on the other hand, once again, I really don't want to spend too much time fighting Chaos when we have other factions to fight. Chaos is a little bit too similar to what we've got going on, and I want the variety. Not that they're great allies either, but, you know. Anyway, let's see. Anybody gonna do anything? Looks like Dragon's Crossing is safe for now, and once again, I think that these guys just can't move down there, so we can do so instead. Ooh, another quest to shoot. Armor of Gazrak. I take it that this is the armor of Zhatan the Black. We'll give this a read when we complete the quest, and all we have to do is occupy, loot, raise, or sack, which should be easy enough. Especially occupies, that's what we're doing. Next up then, ooh, I see Turtle Gate has fallen. Okay, we might be able to take advantage of that. So let's send Zhatan down here like so. Not in March Stance, because we can build some hobgoblins to replace some of the stuff here. Then we have attrition. Who is you? Oh, you're one of the caravans that has suffered attrition. Ooh, also. So you are returning to capital, but the labor has increased. Okay, so now we know that exactly what that does. Then I guess we're going to upgrade the high-powered drill. We don't have enough of the raw materials to upgrade this. We could actually upgrade the raw drill or rush the construction immediately, or we could pop set an example. You know what, I think set an example is better to keep the public order from dropping. Yeah, the labor loss is too high otherwise. And then next turn we can rush this. And then build some more Chaos Dwarfs, as well as just begin our new army, I guess, right? Unless I'm missing something, should work. Alrighty, next up we have Bloodwind Keep. We have really nothing that we need to build here until the place is level 2, because then we'll build the war machine thing, the Ironworks, and get a few of these nice war machines going. I don't know how much capacity we have for them, but we need a little bit more in the way of artillery that we currently have. Anyway, Zhatan, I was talking about you. Let's replace a couple of these goblin laborers, I guess, with, too bad they're not shielded, with a couple more units, namely you two out, and let's say a couple of cutthroats in, like so. Ooh, you're so close to level 5. In fact, recruiting these guys might actually take you over the level. Zhatan, you can have unyielding command, but I think we'll save the rest of the points to get your good, unique traits. You, Pithuk, can have cascading fire cloak and evasion, so that you have access to most stuff. Too bad we can't channel while we're here. Wait. Chaos Dwarfs don't have a channeling stance. Oh, interesting. Wait, does none of their stances actually increase mana? Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, there must be a mechanic that does this in some way. And that's interesting, though. If we have no capacity for channeling, then that's going to be iffy. No, well. Alrighty, anyway, we have another tech to be chosen. We could go for hollow rounds, which we took a look at last time, to get the missile strength and reload reduction upgrade for our range units, but mostly to move towards varied training, which is an armament cost reduction for an increase to capacity, as we will be needing a lot more capacity. Their other option is to go through pandemic preparations in order to hit Future of the Dowie Zharr and get that item drop chance, and Demonsmith, or otherwise towards malicious compliance, which is plus 20 or plus 2 control everywhere, which is quite nice as well. The only thing I don't like about this is the rest of this is kind of meh. Well, the diplomatic relations with other Chaos Dwarfs isn't horrible, though. I think we'll need capacity first, so we'll start with capacity for Chaos Dwarf troops, and then we'll move towards friendliness. There's also Hobgoblin Quartermasters, which isn't too bad either. Melee defense for all of them, especially as we'll be using probably quite a few of them as we go. Actually, speaking of, what we're now going to do... let's see. Well, I was thinking about rushing the construction of a couple of these things, in which case we'd want Masterful Architects, but if we want to summon a new Lord, we'll probably want to switch you out to... Military Doctrine. You know, we could do so next turn, though. Not a big deal, I think. Alrighty, that's fine, and we have nothing else to spend, which means another end turn, unless we can figure out something to do with diplomacy. Or we could send out another convoy, if we wanted to acquire more labor, which we do need. You know what? Create new convoy. Why not? We have Cannonry Expertise, or Experience, rather, which gives you a Hell Cannon, as well as a single Infernal Guard and a couple of other... Ooh, we have 2 Infernal Guard. We have 4 Infernal Guard here, including Fireglaves. Oh, I like this one. Let's go Covert. Yes. Hire an Ad Master. You will be the new man. And we are going to have you acquire not raw materials, but labor, wherever it can be reached. There's one at Castle Drakenhof by the looks of it. 142 for 500, eh? 324 for 500, but 3 extra turns at Troll Fjord. Oh, the Crystal Spires as well. 5 turns, 236. You know what? I think that's the best one. Alright, let's go Crystal Spires then. And we... Oh, damn it. My bad. I always click the wrong thing. Now this thing. We'll spend 1,000 gold on this. Alright. Cannot... Oh, we don't have the money to actually dispatch it. Oh, no. Alright, that's okay. We'll dispatch it next turn when we actually have the money. Fair enough, fair enough. My bad. I got too excited. We will keep upgrading you, donation barrel. We should upgrade you as well next turn to get that extra money, which we clearly need. And let's end the turn again then. Skip, skip, skip. End turn. And I think, especially if the army is here, we're gonna head towards Turtle Gate. Now this might be an easy pickup, especially since I'm pretty sure Chaos Forces can't actually hold the gates, as in they can't build anything there. I could be wrong though. I guess we're about to find out. I'm just remembering my Boris Ursus campaign, and I remember that I couldn't build anything in the gates there, even as the Ursan Revivalists, so if they couldn't, why would Chaos be able to? Faction destroyed Bearsenling, not that we care about that. You, Zhatan, cannot reach the gate as yet. I guess you could start... Yeah, just start moving this way anyway. Nah. I think we'll get... Yes, they are there. Alright, beautiful. Keep moving. Ooh. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. There's Village here as well. You're not at war with Village, are you? That's kind of interesting. I would have expected them to be at war. Then where are you going? Oh, you're going to... You're facing this way, so you are going down here. There's nothing here. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what he does next turn. Either way, what we want to do is get the tribute collectors for more money, as we do need it. We cannot afford to rush this construction, unfortunately, but that's okay. Next turn, I guess, is when we will get the Ash level up and running. And if we're not rushing either of those, we are going to swap to... Military Doctrine, as we will be starting to build our army, and then here we are at... Oh wow, we actually have pretty decent labor. Let's go set an example and get that extra control here as well, especially if we're not using the labor for anything right now. And you don't need to rush anything yet, and won't probably for a couple turns at least. So I guess for a single turn at least we could switch you to Billowing Smokestacks for the extra control. Maybe even 2 turns, depending on if we spend it on anything else, but we do want to upgrade you ASAP as well. Alrighty. Then, next turn, we will be summoning one of these guys. I would like to get a Lore of Hashut guy up and running ASAP. And these guys have taken Blizzard Peak. Looks like the Tusked Suns are pretty much dead. Grimgor is kind of close on this side as well. Yeah, these are all potential enemy targets. Let's also double check Diplo. One of these days, we're gonna get a Diplo something. Although I don't like that the Dolgan are holding Blizzard Peak, to be honest. Oh, they're not actually at war with Grimgor. Oh, that's kind of shocking. Odd. Ooh, you know what else we could do? Let's actually send that convoy. Create new convoy, Mr. Covert. Yes, add master. We will send you once again to the... Oh, it changed. Unfortunate, but we can send them elsewhere. We get the Bay of Blades, which is also providing labor. Less labor than Black Crag, though, and considerably less labor than the Great Hall of Greece. Oh, wait, no, this is not for... this is not for money. Or we could hold on to the money. This is money for raw materials. We could send somebody all the way far away. You know what, maybe we should. Maybe we should send a long convoy to Karant Kar. Will they make it there? Who knows? But maybe they should give it a try. Karant Kar it is. And that'll give us 1,000 labor when they come back in 13 turns. It's a world away. Oh, it's a long time. You know what? Maybe we should just go Bay of Blades. No, but 1,000 gold for 400 labor? It's okay. Nah, screw it. Go to Karant Kar. If you die, you die. I want you to give this a try. and it'll be interesting if you succeed. Alrighty, also I want to double check, yes, Gordas did indeed level up once we recruited, which means we get him the stabbiest, upkeep minus 20% for hobgoblin units, and we're gonna go for dodge him, which increases melee defense and missile resistance for all those hobgoblin units. And the more we power up this guy, the closer we'll get to a full hobgoblin army, which will allow Zhatan to field mostly in Chaos Dwarf warriors, especially considering he has his own upkeep army reduction here in general of Zharr. Alrighty, and that's it, so we're gonna skip, and end the turn again. And then head towards the Turtle Gate. I am curious to see what Village and Shan Liang do here. Whether it's anything at all. Village went somewhere. Ooh, I see the winner chicken dinner thing here. The fireworks over an army. So either Village got destroyed or he destroyed something. Is he at war with Miao Ying? He is not. Well, I don't see him anymore, so is he dead? No, he's not dead. The balance of power is still in our favor. Well, then I'm not sure what's happening. Alright, kind of annoying. I would like to know what's going on, but well. Well, we can't see him and we can't attack Turtle Gate, so I think that's what we'll be doing, but first and foremost, and the Ash level is up and running, so what we are going to do is recruit a new lord. Let's say you, Mr. Hubristic here. We'll save another lord for the Hobgoblin army. This is going to be a normal army, led by Scaff Ironpick. You're in, and man, you cost a lot, but you might as well start on these guys. You know what, we might be able to recruit 2 at once if we spend the armaments, but we also need the money. So, in that light, what we're going to do is go to the Tower of Zharr. No, wait, not the Tower of Zharr. We're going to go to the Hellforge, and we're going to pop that blunderbuss. Incidentally, that's what I call my... Anyway, let's do this. Yes. It's a lot of armaments. And I do want war machines, but nonetheless. And these guys certainly increase the strength of an army quite considerably. And then we're going to declare war on the USAC. And we're going to do this by joining the war from, let's say, the Celestial Loyalists, who we're not at war with. Puppets of Misrule. 22. Oh, wow. Huh. We could actually get a non-aggression pact, but it's pointless. They'll just cancel it over time anyway, because we're going to keep attacking the other Cathians nearby. So, we're going to take the money instead, and very nice. Alright, well, that was worthwhile. We are definitely going to spend that money then. 2 things. Thing 1, we're going to have you build a couple of these Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses for your own army. And you can start building some goblin laborers. We'll maybe get you some hobgobbos out of here as well. It costs 700 gold to recruit via this method, though. Might be better to upgrade one of these territories and then just... build one of these buildings. Certainly something to think about. Also, next turn, we will have the ability to upgrade the ramparts, which I guess we're going to do. So in that light, we're going to switch you briefly to Masterful Architects, and switch you back once again. A lot of back and forth there. And we unlocked something. Oh, new Forgecraft, which means we have something for range infantry, don't we? Missile infantry. Extra powder. That's a fairly considerable power-up when they still have ammunition, but we're not going to reduce the amount of armaments we get. What I do want to do, however, is 2 things. First of all, I want to upgrade Iron Storm to tier 2, but we need 4,000 money for that. Let's hope that we can get it by attacking the USAC, which we shall do, assuming that there's nothing else to get here right now. Here we go. Zhatan, away. Alright, and no equipment available. Okay, so it looks like they can, in fact, not build anything at the gate, which means free gate for us, assuming that we win this. Close victory, medium casualties. Let's make sure that we don't take too many... Wait, I want to double-check something. Is Village nearby? Yes, he is nearby, damn. Okay, so if we take too much damage, he might attack us, but... Oh, he's more than a turn away. Village. Village, he got screwed, man. Here we go. Alrighty, here we go. I am very, very excited about this battle for a number of reasons. Reason one, we have a Cathayan map, which is always brightly lit, and I absolutely love these maps. They look fantastic. It's always such a treat to fight on them. And I just love being able to see our units do their thing, because the glorious spectacle of this game is one of the many reasons I love it so much, but it's gotta be the premier reason. Then, the other reason is we have our Bale Taurus with the Zhatan finally on a flying mount. He will get an upgrade to a Lamassu later on, but actually fairly quickly if I'm remembering his level ups correctly with regards to his mount. But yeah, it'll be nice to see that flying bull in action. Then, I really like the setup here. We have this... we have these little areas where we can essentially position our own units and both have the high ground, and it's pretty much ideal for the dwarf blunderbusses to fire down from, so I'm really quite happy about this particular situation. And then the final reason I'm excited about this particular battle is, well, we're facing off against a full stack. This might make it a fairly decent fight. At least let's hope so. Anyway, our battle formations are arrayed. We are waiting for the enemy now, and we're going to have the Death Shriek, a rocket launcher, annoy the enemy. Ooh. Oh, I want to see it fire and reload. We've watched it hit, but we haven't really watched it reload yet. I don't know where you're looking, but... there you go. And imagine if it fired and got, caught in the lanterns there and just exploded. Oh, it fires straight up. Neat. Yeah, heck of an arc. Oh, and I like the reload and the sound design of the clanking machinery. Oh, I can't wait for various types of trains and war machines to hear all the clanking glory. Anyway, we're going to speed this up a little bit, actually take a few shots at the Marauder Horsemen, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to test the difference with firing against cavalry with the Death Shriek's demolition rocket to see if it would be better to fire the demolition rocket and then the Death Shriek rocket at cavalry. The problem is the Death Shriek rockets, while good when they hit, in fact pretty great when they hit, generally speaking are pretty atrocious in terms of their accuracy. I would say actually much worse than Fire Rain rockets and not Hellblasters, and Hellstorm rocket batteries, mostly because their accuracy is high enough that they're quite dodgeable, whereas the accuracy on the former two are quite low, and thus they manage to hit several units at once instead. So yeah, I gotta figure out a way to use this. But anyway, 2 shots from the demolition rocket killed 5 units of Marauder Horsemen, so not that many. But if this was firing against the units of Chaos Knights, for example, or Doom Knights, or, well, really anything that's fairly low model count, it would have still been quite useful. Anyway, here comes the enemy charging up that high ground. We do have the advantage. The arrows are going to fly, and we're going to have our archers focus down the enemy Marauder Horsemen in particular, as we don't want them chucking their javelins and doing decent damage to us. Alrighty, and the enemy draws closer, which means soon our gunners will be able to fire away. And there we go. And a Burning Head coming in. This is one of those spells that has been redone. Well, I guess the entire Lore of Fire has been redone, and the Burning Head now looks quite nice as well. And there we go. Heading directly towards all those units. Hope it's not going to do a crazy amount of damage, but it did do fairly decently, I think. Let's see, in fact, how much damage it will have done by the time the spell is done here. Not Gordas. I'm looking for you. Pythic. You got no kills, but 6.4 nearly K damage. Let's say 6.3. And not too bad. Alrighty, well, the line is being held mostly by Gobos so far, but that's by design, and here comes Zhatan, knocking all those Gobos and Marauders back at the same time as he begins a duel against the enemy lord, though we also have his backstabbing little friend here to help out, though he's stabbing the Marauder Chieftain's front. Alrighty, and ooh, oh, I like that animation, damn. That's quite nice. Huh. Wait, was that animation from you, or was that a cascading fire cloak? No, I think it's just your animation as you jump up on that. Lovely. Alright, well, I'm enjoying the Taurus so far. And by the looks of it, the enemy lord is not enjoying the Taurus, as it is now at half HP. And I like how the battle is raging around the two as they fight. Alrighty, knocking a few more Marauders out with the Taurus, and we are going to stop the enemy from escaping, and so we're going to pop that sadistic snare and allow us to get a few more backstabs in. Otherwise, the battle is probably decently going our way, I'd say. About 70%, maybe 75% in our favor, closing on 80. The enemy has lost most of its Marauder horsemen at this point, as I said. We basically had all of our range units constantly focusing the Marauder horsemen, as they are actually the biggest threat on the field. Yeah, the Marauders will do damage over time, but I'm perfectly confident that our Dwarf Warriors will be able to hold against massive piles of Marauders without too much difficulty, and the damage to our units of the Laborers and the Hobgoblins doesn't really matter all that much. Anyway, it looks like the enemy Lord is routing and will probably be shattered shortly, or otherwise killed, as we try to chase him down. Beautiful. And yeah, another reason I'm excited for this battle is the outcome. If we manage to win here, and by the looks of it, we are winning, the fact is, this will open up a gate, which will open up the way into Cathay without having to worry about going through a gate in the future, as long as we can hold on to said gate. In addition to this, obviously, the rewards for the battle, which are sorely needed. And I had another point, but I can't remember what it was, so... There it is. Oh, I love seeing these guys fight in bright maps. I really wish that the darker maps were adjustable. I swear there was a mod that did something with the weather, but I don't remember whether it actually made it more visible or not. I gotta double check on that. Oh, and there were some questions in previous episodes as to whether I'm using any mods at the current time, and the answer is no, at least not in this campaign. Generally, I run SFO campaigns, but in this particular situation, obviously, we are in vanilla because mods aren't updated previously to the DLC. Anyway, with that, it looks like the enemy army fails to break through our lines and will, in fact, shatter. We do not have to chase them down, because obviously they are occupying a settlement, so the battle is ours. Great job to Zhatan, and I really enjoyed him dueling that enemy lord. Some great cinematic shots in this particular battle, and I'm excited to get plenty more as we go. Alrighty, not too bad. We got a decent amount of cash out of that, and a decent amount of labor as well, and most of our losses were confined to the Orc Laborers and the various expendable units once more, as it should be. We are going to occupy the gate, and I am curious, are we able to do anything with it? Ah, yes, we are. We get defensive units. At the highest tier, we get 2 Blunderbusses, 2 Hobgoblins, 3 Chaos Dwarf Warriors, 3 Hobgoblins, 1 Infernal Guard, and 1 Hell Cannon. Seems a little bit weak. A 5th tier Bastion is going to take quite a lot of resources to upgrade, and only a single Infernal Guard, no crazy unit, something like that? You'd think it would be more. And yeah, I get it that this is essentially a destroyed territory that we re-fortify, but if anybody can fortify something, it's probably Dwarfs and Chaos Dwarfs. I'm just saying. Anyway, we're not going to upgrade this immediately because I think we will wait, depending on what happens here and there. We do, however, want to upgrade a few things like Dodge 'em on you. Though I guess we could have gotten the healing. Really, it's only the Laborers that will remain hurt, so we don't care that much. And you, my friend, are going to go for... let's say Flamestorm. Yeah, Piercing Bolts of Burning is the better spell, generally speaking, but Flamestorm has been reworked so that it isn't as crazy, nonsensically move away from all the enemy units to the same degree that it was before. But nonetheless, I want to try it out. And it would be reasonably effective against this pile of marauders. In villages, it is fairly likely that he will go for us after this. Zhatan's leveled up, but he's nowhere near rank 12, so we can't do anything with him. We can, however, start... Oh, I already did that, didn't I? Shut up, me. We can we can upgrade the mine shaft to increase our raw materials. Although at this point, I'm starting to think we might want to get some cash. And we could swap 150 raw materials per turn for money, although that seems a little bit steep. I don't like those buildings very much. You know, I think instead we'll get the upgrade at the at Iron Storm, the Overseer's camp, which will enable us to build another money building. Not a crazy one, mind you, but at the very least we'll also be able to build the mine shaft. Lovely. We do have no capability of using our labor to speed things along. Actually, we could speed this one along, but that won't really help us. And wait. 3 turns until you're ready to go. I guess we could get another one. Ugh. That's a rather... Well, actually, no, it does have 2 blunderbusses. I was thinking this might be a rather weak army. Not strong enough. Well, we can't afford it anyway. I just wanted to see what exactly these things can do for us. Anyway, I believe that's all that we can do right now, so we are going to double check diplomacy for like the 50th time, and then we're going to end the turn. Alright, skip. Commandment available. Ooh, wait. 1 turn... Oh, no, I was thinking that it was 1 turn until varied training, but alas. No, commandment. We are going to go for... and the rush labor and construction cost reduction in the hopes that we can reduce the raw material costs here. Now we can end the turn. Alrighty, well, we got a gate to our name. We got a new army that, well, is not yet up and running. Oh, that just reminded me. We got to get a Castellan up and running as well. Though in which army remains to be seen. I guess we're probably going to do a sort of hero swap. We could put the Castellan with 1 army for now and then swap these 2 out, but we'll take a look at that later. What is this? Let's see, a Hobgoblin Wolf Raider is being readied to ride out with a resupply of improved Hellforge armory surplus for the convoy. While ensuring he delivers as much as his scrawny frame can carry, we also need to decide which equipment will give the convoy the greatest chance of successfully repelling any threats. Wielding Destruction gives a melee attack +10 and weapon strength +20, which is quite nice, especially considering the Infernal Guard were a defensive type of unit, but generally Dwarven infantry are as well. Versus Durability, which increases the armor by 20. We're in the point of diminishing returns. I think we'll take the attack. Oh, 20 armor ain't bad. It'll make these guys very hard to kill. But I also would like it for the Infernal Guard to do damage in melee as well. So yeah, you know what? Sharper axe blades. To end a fight as quickly and easily as possible, one needs the capacity to deal a lethal blow. Generally speaking, I'd go for this upgrade, but in this situation... Alrighty, varied training is the next thing, though we already built our blunderbusses, and ooh, money is starting to run out, but hopefully now, with these guys, we'll go for the various goblin laborers. Keep getting those guys. We will also want to... Let's see, labor is dropping, but is fine for now. Bloodwind Keep is ready for an upgrade, which is what we were waiting for, and while we pop to you, Masterful whatever, and I believe that's it. So you're going to briefly go back... to Billowing Smokestacks to get that control in a decent shape, and... Oh, did Miao Ying kill village? I see no village. No, he's still alive. Okay, but alive where? Oh, where did village go? Weird. Oh well. No, he can't teleport across the Great Bastion, he can't. He is not capable of it. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to move away from Turtle Gate. We're gonna hope that Miao Ying does not declare war on us, but if she does, we'll take it back. We're gonna move, let's say, here. I'm a little bit concerned that Village is actually here somehow, and the AI can actually teleport across the Great Bastion. No, it looks like we're fine. We're gonna move into March Stance then, and we're gonna go right here. We can't go into our own territory, but I just want to make sure that we can reach the Foundry of Bones next turn and take it before the USAC recover, then proceed to the Red Fortress and back towards Turtle Gate. Alrighty, the rest of that looks fine. Did I check the diplomacy this turn? Yeah. Sorry about all the oh wait, I feel like I didn't. Sorry about all the diplomacy checks lately.
Now,
But in my currently running campaigns, I've been doing a lot of diplomacy, so I've gotten kind of used to periodically making better use of it. But feels like I should make use of it here as well. 69, nice. Gold per turn for Kolek. We could always cancel the trade agreement later. Oh, we actually have a non-aggression pact. You know what, screw it. If we have the non-aggression pact anyway, let's do it. Grim, we're not gonna like that, but maybe we can fight, well, when we join the... No, you know what? No, we don't want Kolek to fight Grimgor, because we want Grimgor's territories. And we've already lost Blizzard Peak, as far as I'm concerned, because the Dolgan have it, and it's unlikely that we can attack them. Though I do wonder, if we ask the Tusked Sons to join war against the Dolgan... Ah, no, you can't do that. You have to join the war against the Heralds of the Tempest. Maybe we could trade it for something. Maybe. Possibly. We shall see. Anyway, we have a little bit more cash remaining, but nothing to spend it on at the current time, with the possible exception of another convoy. New convoy? Ah, no. We can't afford one of the new guys, and this guy's returning in 2 turns, so we'll wait on that. In fact, wait, your journey is completed in... Oh, wow, 11 turns, yeah. See you later, man. Good luck. Skip, end turn. Let's head to the Foundry of Bones. And, oh damn, I forgot to take a look at the Castellan. I'll do it this turn, I promise. Unless I forget in the next 8 seconds or so. It's happened before, and I'm sure it'll happen again. And I don't see a village. Nobody's attacking our gate. Okay, interesting, and you're done for. Well, what do we have here? Your convoy with... And you don't have a lot of troops. Stick to the road or path of fire. Enables attrition. Takes a damage. And this is the one that has a really long way to travel, eh? I wish I knew, like, I wish this specified just how much attrition this was. Because if it's not a lot, like a reduced journey time by how much, and how much attrition, like, there's no... It's too vague. Or at least if the game doesn't want to give us an exact amount, just give us, like, a percentage, like, say, take 15 to 32% damage and lose between 2 and 4 turns or something. I'd like this means nothing to me. I'm just gonna stick to the road because I don't trust this. Oh damn, I should have given that a read. I'm sure we'll encounter it again like 50 times throughout the campaign. I wouldn't worry. Alright, is village nearby? No, I still don't see him. I don't know where he went or what he did, but we're gonna take the Foundry of Bones while he's occupied. No more vassal for you, friendo. Or not so, friendo. Okay, this is not worth fighting. This is garbage. Yeah, see, we barely even got hurt. Got a free potion of speed. Would have preferred a potion of healing, but it's better than nothing. Oh, won't this complete our quest? The armor quest? I guess we're about to find out. We're gonna occupy the place as an outpost for more raw materials. And money. Yes. Lovely. And the Foundry of Bones will be the capital. Giant Wolf for Gordas. Lovely, and there we are. The armor of Gazrak. The sheer quality of this fine armor makes it able to withstand blows of any power, regardless of who is making them. I do want to give the quest a read, though, because we didn't read it when we got it. Alright, Zhatan's master, Gorth the Cruel, keeps his brutal commander busy by having him satisfy Zharr Nagran's insatiable demand for fresh laborers. To help wield his military power effectively, Gorth regularly arms Zhatan with equipment from his own arcane armory. Such murderous toys do not always come without strings, however, and Gorth does not hesitate to continually challenge Zhatan to prove himself. Thus, his latest order is for Zhatan to spread the Warhost of Zharr's authority by annexing more lands, in turn further feeding Zharr Nagran's ruthless industrial machine. In return, Zhatan will receive a piece of armor that belonged to one of the greatest Chaos Dwarf warriors to have ever led the hosts of the Dowie Zharr. Alright, lovely. And it's a nice piece of armor, damage resistance increasing when taking damage. Armor, melee defense, make it even harder to kill Zhatan. That's what I like to see. Alrighty. Now, you are not using a lot of ranged units, so I think Stickum is probably the better pick here. Oh, you know what, that reminds me, yeah, let's get Stickum for now. That also reminds me, I've got name suggestions to add. So, you, let me just check my list here. Alright, you, the Grim Gunners, there we go. Then Hobgoblin Sneaky Gits. Shanks. Ow. I don't know if this one will fit, it might be too long. Shanks and Stabbin' Boys. No, it does work. Lovely. And then we have Hat Cannon. As in, it is cannon, not the double-end cannon. Alrighty, and that is it. There's plenty more names as well, but those are for units that we don't currently possess, so we won't bother with them for now, obviously, because we cannot bother with them. Anyway, Foundry of Bones, we were actually able to upgrade you immediately, but it is more critical that we upgrade either the Strip Mine or the Money Pit. I'm inclined to say Money Pit first, as odd as that may seem. Because it'll help pay for upgrading the Overseer's camp here. We're a little bit low on funds, so yeah, and yeah, we could sell armaments or something, and oh, I just realized we have Conclave Influence up and running. I wonder, do we have anything that'll help us with money? Income from settlement buildings, but it's only settlement buildings. Though, considering our settlements currently make at least 100, it's not bad, it's just not great in our current time. And diplomatic relations with Chaos Dwarfs could increase trade capacity. Armaments output would allow us to trade armaments faster. For money. Be a decent way to get money, as well as capacity, which we're in need of right now. Now, I think we're gonna go for Blacksmith and the armaments. Plus it increase our output should we desire to make more as well. Claim seat. Alrighty, and this is why I want that second army. More aggression means more territories. Oh, they've lost Blizzard Peak. Okay, yeah, now that they've lost Blizzard Peak, we gotta claim it. We are going to build a couple more Orc Laborers, a couple Goblin Laborers. We really need to upgrade one of these territories. You know what? I didn't want to do this, but I feel like it's probably the best use of our time and money right now. I really want this Hobgoblin mustering camp here. I guess what we could also do... Oh, I forgot the Castellan, I just remembered. What do we have here? Materialistic armaments output, increase raw materials output. Great if you're just sitting in a territory, but you're not going to be doing that. And greedy, income from post-battle loot. Ooh, you know who could use this? Zhatan could use this guy. Envious, post-battle chance of stealing items. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give you to Zhatan, I think. You're a missile specialist, so I guess you're the engineer type, right? Tower of Zharr. Within the Tower of Zharr, Chaos Dwarf Sorcerer Lords vie for power and domination, competing to claim seats on the Conclave of Evil. Open the Tower of Zharr to claim the power and become the preeminent faction. In the eyes of Hashut, well, we just did that, thanks though. You. Immunity to psychology for Infernal Guard and stuff, and Zhatan will most definitely have Infernal Guard, so we should probably put that in his army. We've also got all this extra powder, restock and stuff for the war machines and trains that he will inevitably be using, so yes, my friend, you are going to Zhatan. That'll take you a while to get there. Away you go. And yes, so what I wanted to also see is if we got a new Overseer. Miser, hello, yes. We're gonna... 250... If only it wasn't 250 gold, but... Ugh, we're spending a lot of money on stuff. You... are going to be a recruiter. Nemenzork. Alright. It's not a lot of recruitment reduction, but we're gonna get you on the field now. Oh, you know what I should have done, though? I should have swapped you to Military Doctrine. We'll start recruiting next turn. Just gotta be careful with our money. And then we'll move these guys together once we get a few more Gabo units in here to protect that army. Lovely. Military convoys, we could send one out, or... we could get a little bit more capacity. Well, we'll get a few more capacity next turn anyway. While we're recruiting, it's not super necessary. I think we're okay as we are, minus the potential of building something else with raw materials, which is gonna be... Bloodwind Keep's still not ready, but you're getting war machines for us, for our new army, and for Zhatan's army as well. And we can't upgrade the mineshaft until we switch out to this, because it's costing us extra money. You know what, let's build the factory here anyway. Let's just build it. And just so that we don't have to recruit from this particular province, so that we can recruit in any province. Alright, and we'll need to upgrade the Red Fortress as well, and, oh, I forgot, we need to upgrade the gate. Nah. Okay, and we'll prioritize the gate, because Miao Ying will attack us, or Village will attack us. Somebody's gonna do something. Everybody always does something. Alright, skip, 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 and end turn. And, oh wow, okay, now we're basically out of time. I didn't even realize, damn, time sure flies when you're working real hard for no pay. Alrighty, well, I think with the end of this turn, I am going to call the episode. Next time, we will take out the Red Fortress and hopefully delete Village, and thus proceed through Turtle Gate and start working on Cathay. I really enjoyed that particular battle at Turtle Gate, and whoa! Had a Black Dragon? 100 cargo lost, but you know what? That'll keep this army real safe, won't it? I am going to give this a read, though. A cacophony of roars and feral shrieks rings out ahead of your convoy. A Dark Elf Beastmaster approaches. By the look of his shackled beasts, he has recently returned from an expedition into Norska and poses little threat. His retinue of hunters visibly weary and battered from their run-ins with the Northmen and critters of the tundra. With a tired Druki sneer, he offers the convoy one of his creatures in exchange for some supplies. Though we care little for the Dark Elf's plight, such a beast could be useful against future threats. Except, I wish it wasn't 100 cargo, but it's a Black Dragon. I mean, it's a nice offer. Let's agree on that. Alrighty, well with that, I am indeed going to call the episode here. Next time, we destroy Village, move towards the Cathayans, and continue building up our second army. It's already growing quite expensive, so we'll have to be a little bit careful, but hopefully we can build up a few more money buildings at the same time, especially as we will get an extra 400 gold per turn out of the Red Fortress as soon as we take it. Anyway, that's it, that's all. Stay tuned for more Zhatan. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.